Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and into this video we discuss business growth. So business growth is a really important topic for IGCSE business because this topic does come into exam. So acing this topic would guarantee you some good marks. So let's first start by understanding that why businesses want to grow. So businesses aim to expand because growth can lower their average cost over time, boost their market share, and enable them to enter and sell to new markets. So when we want to know that why businesses want to grow, so we can narrow it down to these three parts. But then the question arises that why businesses want a lower average cost, why they want to boost their market share, or why they want to enter and sell to new markets. So let's look the answers to the questions in this slide. So the reason for lowering their average cost is achieving economies of scale, which would allow businesses to lower per unit costs like through bulk purchasing or more efficient technology. So we know that when we purchase in bulk, we get a huge amount of discount on that. And also we can use our technology efficiently. We can use our technology to the maximum. So the per unit cost of producing the goods lowers and we achieve economies of scale. So of course the businesses want a lower per unit cost so that they could increase their profits, increasing the market share. Scaling helps attract more customers and outpace competitors, strengthening their market position. So when the business's market share increases, we can attract more customers because we are acquiring a larger share of the market. Also, we can outgrow competitors. We can be one step ahead of them. And also, if we are selling to more and more people know us, and we have a competitive advantage than our competitors, of course, the market position of the brand would be strengthened. So the businesses want to achieve that. Also, the reason for entering new markets is expanding into new regions or customer segments diversifies revenues and sustains growth. So when a business goes reaches to new regions or new customer segments, there's a quite of diversification in the revenue. So for example, if one segment is not working well, the other segment is working well, it helps out business a bit into maintaining their revenues. So this is also one of the advantages business get by growing. So there are two types of growth, internal growth and external growth. So first we'll cover internal. This occurs when a business expands its existing operations. For example, when a fast food chain opens a new branch in another country. This is a slow means of growth, but easier to manage than external growth. So when internal growth is basically when a business expands but with its existing operations. For example, there's a fast food chain and they open the branch in some other country, some other state, and some other province. Or it's basically like the type of business and the shop is same. It's just the location is different. So when the same business is in different locations, it's called as eternal growth. Also, it's a bit slow means of growth because you're not diversifying or you're not expanding yourself. You're just opening the same business in different locations. And it's easier to manage because you have done the work same way for in the existing brand. So doing that thing again is basically you're more experienced in doing that work and you know how the business works in that sector. So it's really easy for the owner to manage it. Next, we have external growth, and the external growth has three types. So, external growth is when a business takes over or merges with another business. So, when the business is joining with some other business, it could be the same business or it could be some business in some other sector. That is known as the external growth. Also, sometimes it's called integration because the firms are integrated with each other. So we could call the types of external growth either horizontal merger or horizontal integration. Same for vertical and same for conglomerate. So let's look at horizontal merger or integration, and also we'll look at the advantages and disadvantages of the same. This is when one firm merges with or takes over another firm in one of the same industry at the same stage of action. So either the firm acquires some other firms, like buys it, or they want to merge together and work as one business. So, for example, when a firm that manufactures furniture merges with another firm that also manufactures furniture, so the merger or the acquisition is of the same firm doing exactly the same thing. The advantage is increased market share. The merger allows the company to capture a larger portion of the market, strengthening its position against competitors. So, when there's a merger, it means that the company is acquiring a large market share. For example, if I have a furniture company and market share of my company is 30%, and the firm I'm merging is with 20%. 30 plus 20 is 50%. So basically, you're requiring 50% of the market. So, of course, we did discuss the advantages of increased market share. These would apply in this situation. Again, economies of scale. The merged entity can benefit from cost reductions due to increased production capacity and resource sharing. So, production capacity has increased because we use our machinery, we use machinery and laborers from the other company. So we don't have to buy anything new and we can just start producing more goods. Then the disadvantages would be reduced competition. So this type of reduced competition would not be for the company, but it would be for rather for the customers, because when the competition would decrease, it would be a monopoly kind of situation, and it would cause higher prices for consumers because they don't have any choice. They have to buy it from that furniture company, so they can ask for as much as prices they want. Cultural integration issues. Merging two firms may result in conflicts between company cultures, leading to management inefficiency. So every company has a way of working. So if I join two companies together, one company has a different way of working and the other company has a different way of working. So if you want to join them together and make them work in harmony, at start there might be some discrepancies because it gets really difficult for people to work together in a way they've never worked before. So that creates a bit of inefficiency and confusion. So this could be one of the disadvantages. Next is vertical merge integration. Now, this has two types as well, backward vertical and forward vertical. So let's first understand what vertical merger is. Vertical merger is when one firm merges with one or takes over another firm in the same industry but at a different stage of production. Now, the industry is same, but the stage of production is different. Because the stage of production is different, we have two types on the basis of stages of production, backward vertical and forward vertical. So let's discuss what a backward vertical is. When one firm merges with or takes over another firm in the same industry, but at a stage of production that is behind the predator firm. So, for example, when the firm that manufactures furniture merges with the firm that supplies wood for manufacturing furniture. So we know we need wood to manufacture furniture. So the backward integration is in a way that before making the furniture, we are going to the raw material stage. So we first is the raw material stage and then is the manufacturing stage. So when a furniture company is kind of merging the company at the at the raw material stage, so it's merging itself with the company that's one step behind to what they're doing. So that's why it's called backward vertical integration. So let's see the advantage. Advantage is risk reduction. Diversification spreads the firm's risks across different industries, reducing the impact of a downturn in one sector. So we are just diversifying on the basis of industries. So, for example, if the furniture company doesn't go good, we do have an option of selling wood for different companies. So the company can have profit from that. New revenue streams. So if the firm is getting access to a new market, it creates additional revenue sources, which can enhance overall profitability. So we were just earning profit through just one source, that's selling furniture. But now there's a new source of money because wood is not just used by furniture companies, it could be used maybe in housing or something else. So we have a new way of earning income for the company. Now, the disadvantage could be lack of expertise. Entering a completely different industry may lead to operational challenges due to lack of expertise in the new field. So, if the owner of the company is not aware of the industry, there could be some challenges because you don't know how to deal with people in that kind of industry, how it works, the perks of the industry, the doings of the industry. So, it could be a bit difficult because of lack of expertise. Then we have management complexity. Managing two different industries can lead to inefficiencies and complexities in decision making, increasing costs. Because the people have to also look at the furniture manufacturing and also at the wood. So when you're supplying wood and manufacturing furniture, both of them are really different things. So when you have to manage both of them simultaneously, it could be a bit inefficient because you are not concentrating on one thing. So it might increase cost and it could make decision making a bit difficult because you're not able to concentrate on one thing easily. Then we have forward vertical. It's when one firm merges with one step ahead of the stage of production. For example, manufacturing furniture merges with furniture retail store. So you are manufacturing the business and working with somebody who sells the furniture. Advantages increased market control. The firm gains direct access to consumers, enhancing control over the retail process and potentially increasing profit margins by reducing reliance on third party retailers. So, first, the business used to sell it to retailers at a wholesale price, and they couldn't benefit from the retail price, which is, of course, higher than the wholesale price. But if you are manufacturing furniture yourself and then selling it to someone, you can benefit from the retail price. So in that case, you have a more market control because you can decide how much you want to sell it for, and also you can benefit from the profit margin. Also, better customer insights because you can get a direct feedback of your products from the customers, and then you can improve your product development and marketing strategies in that way. The disadvantages could be significant financial investment, which may strain resources and other operational areas, because acquiring and merging a retail store could be really expensive. So, in that way, there's an opportunity cost, like where you are fixing your funds in that way. So, in that way, it might be a bit disadvantage. Also, you could reduce the focus on your core operations because basically your business is just manufacturing, you're not that expertise in selling. So, what you're actually doing, you're just diverting your attention from what your basic work is. So, there might be some issues because you're not giving 100% to one of the things. So, the last one is conglomerate merger integration. This happens when one firm takeovers a completely different industry. This process is also called as diversification. This is, for example, when a firm that manufactures furniture merges with a firm that produces clothing. Now, furniture and clothing both are really different things. So, when these businesses merge together, this is called as a conglomerate merger or diversification. The advantage is, of course, risk reduction because if one sector doesn't work well, we have some other revenue stream to get our money and profits from. Also, the disadvantages could be lack of expertise because we've discussed this before. If we go to a completely new business, we are not aware of about anything about the business, and there could be some operational challenges due to lack of expertise. Next is management complexity. So when you are leading two different firms, you are really unable to um, focus on one of the industries because it's completely different. So there's a bit of inefficiency in terms of cost, decision making, and all that stuff. So, this was the video for today. I hope you liked it. And we're really close to having a community of 50 subscribers. Would love if you could hit the subscribe button so that our community grows and we help each other in achieving the best grades in our IGCSE Cambridge exams. So I hope you loved the video. So hit a like button and see you next Tuesday for another video. Bye.